got a little bit for you, because obviously I want to thank you guys for being my new I want to give a different thing. Not different, but like just a network. You understand? You guys are amazing. Um Thank you for coming across from my social media side as well. And if you're one of my subscribers, hello, welcome back. How are you? How you been? How you doing? How you doing? What's been going on? How's life? You understand me and everything else. But because I put it on my social side that I went and visited my son in prison today, free DX by the way, and some people's messaged me already when I got back and was like, oh, how was your visit? Do you know what I mean? And everything else. And I thought, you know what? Nah, these youths need to understand this is not no joking thing going on around here. And I thought, you know what? I need to leave it, because there's so much young people out there who's going on as if to say there's some bad people. And I was watching someone else on another channel. I watch a variety of people, but this one particular one that the gentleman had said, and I thought, yeah, man, that's the realness of it. He says, it's not even where you're boxing with a next man no more. Fist fight. Come on, let's get it in. It's not even that anymore. Man is stabbing you, butchering you, or just done in your dance on sight. You know what I mean? Nah. They're bodying people like, nah. Come on. But the reason I say it like that is because there's so much people behind bars that are there because they just didn't understand the full concept of, you understand me? Crime brings prison. It is no other way. There's no other equation. Don't try Einstein none. Don't be doing no mathematical nothing on it. Don't be doing no trigonometry or no calculus on it. No algebra 2. None of that. Don't be busting no nothing on it. It is that. If you want to do the life of crime, be prepared to do the time. It's that simple. It's that simple. But these young people, what I saw today, there was just some man in there that was just, they're not coping. I'm just going to leave it like that. They're not coping. And there's nothing worse than being in a situation where it's your first time, your second time, your third time. It doesn't matter. The situation you're in for right now may be the time that they're going to sit you down for a minute. And that's what I saw around today. And I just thought, wow. And then obviously, like, I'm looking at somebody and I go, son, like, that guy over there, them ones there, blah, 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 blah. And when you hear the story, you'll look over again and you think, oh my God, I feel so sorry for him. Like, for real, you do. You just, oh God, I just thought a chiller car. As I said, I'm not going to hide it. Right? I'm an ex-con myself. I don't brag about it. I share that for reasons because enough people need to understand the realness of it. It's not so much about, you went to prison 3 decades. It don't matter. The fact of the matter is, it's not who I am anymore. I've not gone back. It was a one-time situation. It's sorted and done. I've done my time. I'm out. And I just wanted to just do my life. You feel what I'm saying to you? But the reason I kind of bring it is because I'm watching some of these videos now on YouTube, innit? And they're chatting and they're this and they're that. And you're looking on them and you're thinking, you man can't even do a week in jail more and less talk about you're a bad man and you're this and you're that and you'll come to people ends and do what you're doing. And I you know what it is for me, right? And this is I'm allowed to say this, isn't it? So let me give you some history why I say what I say, in it, because I like when people, you can't blame people if you don't give them the information. So if somebody comes and puts something in your comments, you can't always get defensive, because if you never left information for them to know, okay, that's why she said what she said, that's how problems start. Lack of communication, isn't it? I say that because of this. I was blessed and fortunate to be able to live a very long time. And the reason I'm stressing it like that is because I want you to understand the length of time I was living over there to where I was going to junior high school, college, and I had my first child there. So I lived in America where the gangs was there. I went to school where the gangs was there. I've seen drive-bys, I've seen certain things, but my school itself was no gangbangers because obviously it was a specialist school. And but obviously when we would go to pick up other people, because in America you go for a magnet where they pick you up, isn't it? You guys are so clued up now. And so, but when we're going through other areas, there were times that the bus couldn't go down there because he already knows it's trouble. Just based on the atmosphere of what's popping, so the child has to walk up. There was so much, and I don't know why the UK is trying to implement Bloods and Crips and Cholos and essays and why I don't get why over here we're trying to do what America's doing when I don't get that side. I get the side of if it's productive and networking and stuff, but when you want to mimic something that's not good, where you're taking lives, girls and boys are getting knives and going to parties and taking people's lives, and like, I don't understand over a postcode because you live in McDonald 1 and I live in McDonald 2 and you live in KFC 1 and you live in KFC 2, you ain't supposed to pass over Burger King. I'm mad ting, bloods, and I mean that with all my heart, and I can say that too again. Why? Because I lived in London. I've been around the gangs. I've seen it. Do you understand? I've seen it. My son was subjected to it. I've experienced so much. But I just think the young people now, and I'm not going to sit up there and start talking about how the young people, and they're doing this and that. I'm talking about that part of it because that's where they need to get that in their head, done that now. Yeah, there's no street cred no more. Street cred is putting you behind bars, blood, looking at double digits around here, or maybe not coming out of that. How about that? You understand? A simple fight. I mean, now knife crime is, 5 years minimum, and then depending on the length of the blade, each inch is another year. So how about you measure your little friend down there, see how long that is, yeah, and then imagine taking 5 inches, and that's your 5 years, and then every inch on top of that, that's another year. Can you manage that? Because that ain't getting no service, blood. Not unless you choose to flip the script up in there. That's your business. But at the end of the day, what I saw today, nah, I see man that come out that I think, wow, look at this. Here, the bus of Cardi B. You know what I'm saying, on it. But then when you're hearing the situation, you're thinking, see what I'm saying? For what? Now look. The people coming from yonder. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that. I just want to use them like, you're going to have problems with people. So I'm not trying to sit up here and talk about you're not going to fall out with people and things. You've got to find another way to solve it, is what I'm saying. You can't be harming people's children and getting yourself, locked up and things like that. And I'm telling you from experience. You understand me? My case, definitely, I was just defending myself. I don't give a monkey. You and your crew ain't coming for man blood. How you mean? What you take this for? A joke team? Nah, ain't happening. So I just defended myself. And obviously a fight gets out of hand and people get hurt and things get happen. And you know what I'm saying? And I was facing a lot of time. Okay? It's the grace of God on mercy upon my life where I can sit here and talk to you today. Okay? We'll talk about them things there. But I'm there now with my son and I'm doing his hair because he's got long hair. So obviously I'm plaiting up his hair and we're just talking away and his missus is there and the girls are playing, and I'm telling you, we're even talking about people in the free world that you're just trying to say, like, don't they get that this is not the life? And you really do wonder nowadays. Like I feel it for the young people, man, and I've got young people myself. And as I said, I do mix with a lot of young people for different things, mentoring, do you know what I mean? That extra support, that second mum, do you understand me? Things like that. getting you back to work. You know what I'm saying? You got kicked out of school, so now you just feel like you're not doing anything. So it's like, no, come on, your life is more better than this. So I like to do things like that, and I'm getting more into it now that I've been able to get my children back to school, you know, obviously because we had the holidays, and then settle them and see, you know, because they've got new classes to see, you know, where they're going to need aided and things like that. So I'm like, right, I can pick back up the mentoring and things like that. But I'm being honest, the only thing I want is to be able to get the young people to stop the crime. And I know we can't stop it, but have a fight, man on man, innit? Girl on girl, innit? I just bring back the boxing then. Just box with a girl, innit? Slap her up, bust a Cardi B, fling shoe on her blouse now. But all this stabbing and shooting, it's horrible. It's horrible, and I fret because I've got people still in London. I've got family in London, and you know, when I talk to some people, like some of my friends' children and stuff, and they're like, "Boy, auntie, you did the right thing to go country." And I said, "Well, I knew I had to move. You know what I mean? With all due respect to London, I ain't got nothing against London. I just got a little bit of I don't want this part of life. You know what I'm saying? And as an individual, I'm allowed to pick where I'd like to reside in my life. You feel me? That's why people move from area to area. Multia. It's nothing new. But I just knew I didn't want, based on as well what happened to my son. And it wasn't just that, it was just around the area itself as well. And, you know, just the ganging and 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 the gang. Blood. Really? You young people. You go to school to cause problem. You go to school to mess up somebody else who wants to learn. Them think they bun me too, you know. So I tell my children, let the teacher tell me you've been cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha in class and see what happened. I'm not into it. Don't be selfish. Just because you've gone to class and you don't want to learn, you can't go and distract the teacher now to go and do her 45 minutes of what she's prepared. You're too out of order. You don't respect the teacher. I'm not into it. That's how it was for my children. So they know already. It don't even make no sense. Let the teacher ring mum. Wi-Fi what? You will Wi-Fi that in your bed. You're not getting nothing. No device ain't connecting to no Wi-Fi around there. And that's torture for teenagers now. What? Listen, wanna stay there. Wanna stay there. If you want your child to do things or get your child in a routine with homework, or you want to get your child into some form of chores or something, or bruv, whatever it may be, yo, just make it be, or else there's no Wi-Fi, and see how that get done. Yo, that's my freaking weapon there, blood. That's my AK-47. I just take that. Who don't want Wi-Fi? Nah. She brought out Wi-Fi. Put the Wi-Fi thing down, mum. Put the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's my weapon right there. Wi-Fi. God, nothing they can do in this house. Think about it. You can't. You can't watch Netflix. You can't go on PS4. You can't go on Xbox. You can't go on YouTube. You can't listen to music. You can't go on Instagram. You can't go on... Why? Because you got no Wi-Fi. And your daddy done say already, you can't use your data card and have no respect. So when he get bill at the end of the month, he cry. What? It's not my problem anyway. You gotta put the pity them on contract. I tell you, I don't put no children on no contracts. But you don't want to hear in it. So you have to feel in it as the life goes. But for real, young people. And then now, you see one guy now. He said he's coming off, you know, the badness, and you know, he wants to pull up in life and get like so he finally go get one little work. Tabax foot, the boy's riding his bike going work, and what? Man start chasing, two boys start chasing down, stab him up in nine body. What kind of thing is this now? So because he was late to work, he had to take time off work because he had to go to hospital. And then because of what happened to him, the employee said, nobody come back. So now the boy has gone right back down again with depression of life. Boy, society wicked to me, boy. I feel it for him. And not just him, just a lot of young people, man. They're afraid to even walk out anymore now, man. It's just ridiculous. ridiculous. And then these elders, some of the elders as well, y'all need to stop your foolishness now, man. You got some elders now that's making the youths them do things to get rankings. Blood, this is not dancehall. There's no rankings going on in here. Do you understand? There's only one name ranks or ranks some. That's the only ranking going on around there. And I need for stop to make the young people then going into ops to people them and doing heat to go video it now to go and incriminate themselves and make the jury watch that. Guilty. I beg you. I beg you. Listen, the police are not playing. And when I say they're not playing, they're serious about cracking down on this crime. They're going to make it so that there's not major crimes anymore. Watch and see. They're not playing with what they're giving out to people. They're not playing. They don't care what you've got going on. Yo, here's the prosecutor. And this is what we're talking about. And this is the minimum you're looking at, my friend. Regardless of who you want to talk to. Young people, do not throw your life away for foolishness now, innit? It just gets to that. Do not do it. People are going away for life. People are not even coming out of that. People are coming out of that with another 20 years on their life. People are coming out of that with another 10 years upon their life. Why do you want to put your family through that? Because you chose to want to get a little bit of credit, or you felt that this person's violated, or you felt blah, 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 and all of this. You know what? It's time for us to stop looking at so much things in a negative way. And sometimes it's best to just look on somebody and laugh, because you know already. Because remember, if you're a bad man, you know already you will go and done people's dance. But you don't have to physically go do it. Not really, truly. Like, that's the point. Like, well, what? Listen, there's this guy on YouTube, right? In America, young man, went party. Boy, I can't even go for the whole thing. The fact of the matter is now, they gave him 25 years. How old is he? 18. 25 years. 18. Nah, see, this is what I'm saying. Now, only those who's gone to prison would be able to understand. Excuse me, because like I said, I've not been well, so I am on the recovery. But I'm saying so today, I have to do these videos regardless. If I'm coughing, it's irritating you, I do apologize. I do have a little drink here, but I'm trying to not drink it so much so that I'm up all night going toilet wee in it. That's too much information. I don't give a monk. So I'm looking on it, right? And I'm thinking to myself, nah. 18 years old. Now he's got 25 years on that. That's sad. First offense. Oh my God. But then the thing is now, these young people, they just want this fast money, like it named McDonald money, Tarate. This is not McDonald money, you know. It's not about fast money. Fast money don't last. So they get caught up with, you know what I'm saying, bagging and spacking and shotting. And it's so unfortunate, because even being caught with that is penitentiary argument. Now, sorry, I say that, right? I say that, right, because those who's been to the penitentiary understand what I'm saying, innit? Like, prison is what you make it. You feel me? You got the movies and stuff that show you certain things, and as I said, there's people across this platform already that's doing remarkable work talking about prison, but prison is what you make it. You feel me? If you go in there and, you know what I'm saying, you want to be going on as if to say you're Don of the Dons in there, then brother, you're going to defend the Don of the Dons title because you've just rolled up in that. So good luck to you with that. See, for me, when I was in there, I think like a year and a half or a good year had passed before people even knew what I was in there for. You feel me? Because my charges were so high that I just thought, I just can't be interested to challenge anybody right now. Because you always get that one cat. You always get that one who feels, oh, what, because she's in there under them charges, what, you think people won't step to her? I wasn't even trying to get an extra day up into that, for real. So I just kept quiet. People ask me, what are you in there for? I said, but I'm just doing my time, for real. I ain't really trying to bother about nothing else. Them ones I was not interested. But when I say people who's gone to prison would understand that as well, is more to say you're going to get tested, but it's how you handle it. And I think the COs as well, like, they know if you're not the trouble one and things like that. And, you get into your routine, you know what I'm saying? And you just get on with it. Do you feel me? I think if you try to do the two worlds, meaning free world and prison world, I think that's where it's a little bit hard to do. Because obviously you have to interact with the free world because you've got family. As I said, I had my son. I think that was the hurtful part for me, It weren't even catching the case, Ew, I don't respond. Like I said, this is an open channel. I don't care what nobody said. It weren't even about catching the case. It's the fact that oh no, it buns me, man, that I put my youth through that, you know what I mean? That separation of us, but there's nothing I can do about it, you feel me? And I don't cry over it, and I don't dwell on it, but I do know that that's something that I think, yeah, but, over the years, it's been great. You know what I'm saying? We've built a really good relationship, and I've never hidden from him, you feel me, nothing when it comes to that. He may have asked me stuff over the years as he's growing, but like I said, prison is what you make it. But, I just wanted to say, young people today, like, for real, like, it's not the way. And another thing too is be careful who you're dating. A lot of men are getting themselves caught up with these women, and men are cheating very hard nowadays. And there's altercations and things, and men are being very physical towards women, and women, police are being called, men's being arrested, and even if the woman doesn't want to press charges, the prosecutor still can do it, which we all know now. We're up to the time. Those are the ones I feel sorry for, and there was many in there today. There was about 3. Okay, had fight with girlfriend. That one had fight with wife. You understand my point? You're going behind bars, blood. So I'm not trying to sit up here and talk to you like, sister, live your life. You feel me? Because as you know, I went to all Catholic schools and convent. But I want to talk to you as if to say, look, please, like, young people, if you can find an alternative way to solve matters. I think, what I do believe? I think there should be a platform for you guys to voice your art. Because, it was on YouTube, and then based on things that was going on, people's videos were getting shut down. YouTube is closing people's channels completely, because there's just too, you know what I mean, in those kind of ways. Because, you've got the gang police, and they're getting things shut down and stuff. And I do get that. Don't think I don't get that. I do get that 100%. But I think when that happened, it increased in so much because the anger's bubbling. And when you've got, all this social media with private groups, and then things are being we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. So obviously when things get to that boiling point and then things pop off, that's the time we hear about it. So what I'm looking at is they need to find an alternative. They need to go into the schools and kind of speak to the young people and ask them, like, what can we do to let you express your art where it's not going to affect others as much? Work with them, because they're very talented young people. They're not all not rubbish, you feel me, and stuff. But there's some really good, talented young people that has a lot to say and all had experienced. And as we know, exaggerations happens as well, or they're telling the next person's story from based on what they've seen or what they've heard, or you understand me, or what they've watched. They're not always speaking facts. So I do feel that if we're able to let the government go into the schools and talk to them about, the gangs, and because they just want to express. Bottom line, and they're not getting that platform because everyone wants to show they're the hardest. Me and my crew are the hardest over here. Yo, KFC 1 is hard, and McDonald's is hard, and Burger King is hard. Yo, even Subway is hard. That's all they want to do, and you should allow them to express that, to be fair, providing it's within limits. So they can't have weapons, you know what I'm saying? And they can't be calling out other people's, you know what I mean, postcodes and sending actual shade instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there should be a little bit, but you should have still allowed them to do their music. Come on. So I know this is tough for them, isn't it? Because there's not much to do, especially where I live at the moment. Frick me. That's what I wish, you know. Listen, Sir Alan Sugar, anyhow I go on the apprentice, you know. Anyhow I go on apprentice, you know. Listen, so Alan Sugar give me that $250,000, I'm going to give him back $1 billion. Because I'm that kind of female. Because there's so much, I'll tell you, I will flip that blouse now, mate, like a pancake, the $250,000, and give him back $1 billion with the things and that I could do up here with that. They should do a community... They should do a community apprentice. I should write Sir Alan Sugar and give him the idea. Where people from the community that feels that they're equipped to do the same like the apprentice, but it's for the community. Yeah, that'd be lit. I'd tune in and watch that. I'd watch that. I put myself forward. Listen, give me some. Let me do this, innit? We got to go to everyone's community and do something. That's lit. See what I'm saying? I should patent that. Sell that. Anyway, young people, you know what I'm saying? I just want to kind of, excuse me, tell you today, I went to a prison visit. And it ain't Buckingham Palace, mate. Okay? It's not your living room. Alright? It's no joke in there. So please, find an alternative way. That's all I want to say. Alright. Bye, you guys.